everyone, this is Ali Reza. In this episode, we will start binding our tile entities to RF energy. Yeah, why not? Let's start making this T factory. Yeah, let's start making this T factory work. Well, for binding to RF energy, first, you need to add the dependency on your, where is the thingy? Why don't I see my, huh. Well, you need to bind to your dependencies. How do we do that? Well, let's get into projects, repository, Minecraft, mine, and jpiston build.gradle. Edit in Notepad++, and for compatibilities, dependencies, sorry, I'm not depending like this. How should I? Well, let's take a look. Did I put it in libs folder? Yeah. So you put it, you put coffee in libs folder, or you can add dependency if you know how to do that. And of course, in lib sources, we have the coverage for the sources. We had gone through that in another episode. You can roll back and see that. But how we implement it, how we use our RF energy? Well, we know that we can extend from different classes, but for RF energy, you just need to implement something that called inventories handler. Okay? And by doing that, you need to import some methods. There we go. And I don't want it in network packages. And it's from here. Okay? So I'll remove it outside the scope. Also, I will do something. These stuff that's related to network is always the same for all the network handling stuff. So I can just Control X there and go into tile entity generic and add it down here. Why not? Okay? So this stuff will be there all the time. So in here, going back, what do we want to do on RF energy? Well, first of all, we need to introduce some stuff. And, well, they are protected, so I will, this is big. Okay, I'll introduce them at the end. So we say protected energy storage, and we call it energy storage, and we call it equals to new energy storage, and we give it a number. This number is the amount of RF that your machine can take. Then we say protected list of forge, list of forge direction. We call it receive sites equals to new array list, and not like that, but we put this guy here, okay, and the parentheses at the end. So why are you not happy? New array list. Okay, what is the problem? I don't get it. Okay, and we want another one that is extract sites equals new array list of the same option, but why are you not happy? Oh, hey, forge direction. Yeah, and it becomes absolute, but you know, That's the problem. Okay, and if I get rid of this with this, anyway, it's absolute, so we can remove it. Then, well, let's start just like that. First, we need to read and write to NBT, but it's not the same way we read and write to NBT as before. We call this dot energy storage dot write to NBT. Okay, so this is how you write to NBT. It's not by setting anything. You have the method there. And when you read from NBT, of course, you can say this dot energy storage dot read from NBT and the NBT tag compound. Okay, and it will put it on the energy storage anyway. Then let's see, we don't have anything to do with the inventories. We don't have anything to there we go. So for the energies, how should we handle that? Well, it's quite simple if you know. And let me find it in my notes here somewhere. Okay, so for receive energy, we say if this dot on switch, so if we are turn the things on, then we go for a loop of forge directions. We call it direction inside receive sides. Okay, so we loop through the receive sides. Then we say if direction is equals to forge direction that the method gives us, then we say return energy storage dot receive energy. The amount is max receive that we need to define now. Receive comma simulate. And these guys are here max receive, and this guy is simulate. Okay, so the method gives us a maximum amount that we should receive and the simulation for any GUI stuff. Now on extract energy, we'll say return 0. So this machine won't behave like a battery. Okay, but of course if you wanted to extract, this is max extract, and this is simulate, and you would loop through the same stuff, and then you would return the extract energy and max and simulate. But we want it to be 0. We don't want it to behave like a battery. Now get energy stored. And we say if can connect energy in forge direction, we gave it, then we return energy storage dot get energy stored. Okay, so we are saying if the entity can connect on the direction we gave it, then of course return the energy, otherwise return 0. Can get max energy stored. So gets max energy stored, again we say if can connect energy in the forge direction, then return energy stored dot get max energy stored. Okay, and in can connect energy. So these two are the same here. Now this is the important part. We say for forge direction inside the forge direction the method get inside the receive no receive side. Why I don't, okay, receive, if I can spell it, receive sides, we say if direction and it's capital F here, so forge direction come on, why are you not happy? We are inside the loop. Oh, an extra parenthesis there. Okay, so if direction is equals to, and here we call it from for ourselves. So if the direction equals to from, yeah, then we return true. Then we go into another loop similar to this guy, but inside the extract sides, and we say if the direction equals from, then return true. Otherwise, we return false. And believe it or not, this is all you need to do to hook this machine to RF energy. So this is RF energy, okay? And that's it. So by that alone, we hook this machine to RF energy, but we can't simulate it right now. Why is that? Well, first of all, our GUI is not working because, let me see, in the constructor we need to do stuff. So in the constructor, here we say this dot energy storage dot set capacity to the same amount that we initialized. Then this dot energy storage dot set max receive to 5. This means that this machine can only accept 5 RF per tick, and this dot energy storage dot set max extract to 0 again, because we don't want to extract energy from this machine on the network. Next, we want to go into the GUI. So the GUI, and here we want to make that bar work, the energy bar, okay? So let me find it. Yeah. And that is in our calculate bar height. So go down, draw GUI container, and where is that calculation? Calculate bar height. So height energy, get RF energy, get max RF energy. Well, you know, we can then come back to these two, because when you go into the factory, you see that our get RF energy, where are you? Get RF energy and get max RF energy. These are just wrappers, because our energy storage, if you come down, is a protected stuff inside the RF, inside the, TE. So we return here energy storage dot get energy stored, because this is the RF energy, and get max energy. Here we say energy storage dot get max energy stored. Okay. Now if I run the game, Come on, Minecraft. There we go. Now you see that, first of all, our bar is 0 because we have no energy stored. Okay, you can see that on the, yeah, on the tooltip, energy is 0. Now, how can we give it energy? Well, not here. We need some mods that we can hook to our mods. It's to our energy and RF somehow. And by that, we go into run and we go into mods. You'll see that there's nothing here, but we want a mod there. A proper mod would be something like, if I open it in a new window, Minecraft, multi-MC, mods, not there, instances, and here is modded. And come on, Minecraft, work, my brain. And one of the best ones is Ender.io. So I'll just copy it here, okay? And by doing that, Ender.io will be now run as a mod inside our dev environment so that we can use RF energy stuff. And so we have 0, but I open, go into mods, Ender.io. We can get this, where is it, the capacitor that is creative, and we want energy conduit, that is this guy. So let's go into this mode, okay, and we put these guys and our energy. So you may just notice that, hey, it's not connecting because and our energy is 0 again, because first of all, we didn't tell how to get the things. We are looping through the RF receiving sides here and here, but our receive side is empty now. So by default, I want my machines to at least get energy from below. So receive sides dot add and int index forge direction. No, I want this guy, and we say forge direction down. Okay, so by that I will make it so that every instance of factory receives energy from down. Let's run it again. And you notice that the energy is connected. Of course, you will see lots of errors from Voila here, considering the Ender.io. That has nothing to do with us, but here we go. It's connected. Also, although we don't get any energy because the machine is off. If I turn the machine on, it should receive energy, but it's not. It's not taking any energy. Why is that? Let's take a look. Did I miss something? Well, in our RF stuff, we are saying that, hey, I'm looking at the wrong, okay. Receive energy. That's the part we want to take a look. and we say if this is on, okay, then force direction inside the receive sides that we already added the bottom there. So at least we should get the bottom. Okay. Direction equals to force direction, then return energy storage at receive energy, the max receive energy, and simulate. Okay, coming back up. Um, huh. And well, inside our getters and setters, um, did I send things wrong? No, I don't think so. In get RF energy, we are returning energy storage dot get energy stored, and get max. We are saying energy stored dot get max energy stored. So this dot maybe, and this dot. That shouldn't be the case. In our factory GUI, we are getting that from factory. That's not a problem there. Why it's giving me a problem now? Okay. And yeah, we are getting energy, so it's not updating itself. It's not updating itself. Interesting. And if I save data, if I go back, and yeah, you see it's getting energy, but it's not updating in real time. Okay, so at least we know that RF system is working. Now, why it's not updating itself? Our factory, uh, okay, I think I know what's going on. You see, maybe that's the case. Well, we have a method here that we didn't have to do anything with it yet. Let me close this, guys. And that is update entity. You see, we're just calling the super. In update entity, if I find my notes, because that's a huge method in my notes. Yeah, there we go, update entity. We say, after calling the super, of course, I think, or do we call super at all? No, we don't call super at all. Don't need that. We say if this dot on switch, okay, then we want this dot energy storage dot modify energy stored with -1, so we lose 1 RF per tick. Then we say if this dot energy stored is less energy storage dot get energy stored is less than 0, then we say this type truly, please, this dot energy store this dot energy stored dot set energy stored to 0. Okay, so we don't want to go below anything else. Now here it is the problem. We want to change the server side too. Yeah. So we want a new message in network, and that is we set factory power. Okay, there we go. And like any other messages, we can copy these guys, Control C and Control V. Of course, this is the proper one now. Okay, and we don't need that. We will need, I think, later. So import methods there, at least on message. Then we need these guys from here to down. Control C, Control V, and let's go through it. Okay, first, here we want a package from XYZ and index, and that index here is the RF energy, so that's the same stuff. And you see that, yeah, it's pretty much the same, but here it's int because it's getting bigger, and index here should be integer instead of byte, int. Okay, now all the magic is happening again inside on message. Well, in on message received, what we want to do? Well, we want to say again entity player, TT player equals to player equals to context that gave our message dot get server handler dot player entity. Okay, same stuff as before. And why are you not happy? Because you don't need this guy. Okay, if you look at that in here, we are doing the same here, and we just send, we want to make it consistent, so this is going there and delete. So first we get the player, then we want the entity and check the entity. So we say this, then closing that, and here we always do something with the factory. Okay, doing that, but here we don't want to set active tab. Here we want to say set RF energy, and of course that is not exist. And well, let's create the method, and then t factory, yes, and it's void int energy, and here we say energy storage dot set again energy stored to the energy. Okay, and after that we say this dot mark 30 because we want our chunk being saved by changing this. Of course it will be saved anyway, but meh. Let's take a look. Did it change anything? Well, not yet, because we forgot very important part, and that is we didn't registered it, and that is set factory power, and this is set factory power dot packet. Of course, this is happening on the server side. On client side, it should work. Let's take a look first. And yeah, let's take a look because we are still on. And yeah, there we go. Now it's being reduced, although we are giving it some energy in. Why is that? When we turn it off, the energy stops, and of course we don't get any energy because we set it so, but when we turn it on, we are losing energy. And we are still losing energy. Well, let's take a look. We don't have anything to do with this guy. And we receive energy, the max receive, and we are receiving 5 energy per tick. We are losing 1 energy per tick in our entity. Where is that? Entity update. Yeah. So that's not properly because honestly, I think we should go with something like, for example, 80. Let's see. And we are still losing energy. That shouldn't be the case. But if you noticed, it's 6400. If I close the game, come back, hey, it's 66. So we are getting energy, but we are not updating it. Why is that? Aha, at the end of this guy. Didn't I say that we need to send a packet here? Okay, so we say set factory power to the, we send factory, of course, we send, sorry, this as tile entity, comma, the energy storage dot get energy stored. And why are you not happy? Insert new. We don't need new. We shouldn't need new. Huh? Oh, sorry. Dot send message. This and this, and then and it's receiving byte yet, so it's wrong. And where are you? Set factory power. We are receiving byte. We should receive int. And of course, here we should receive int, and I receive int. So int and int. So Control S. And well, you know, we want to do it anyway because we want to be sure. Why is that? You will see later. But let's go. So let's see. And we are still losing energy. Why? What the hell is going on? Well, this is the client side we are having issue with, because the server side is okay when we receive, and when we write and read from NMT we are okay. We saw that the energy is jumping up. So, how can we make it work? Well, let's see in my factory GUI, my notes. Um, where was it? When I'm drawing the background layer, draw tabs, and draw background tabs, then draw energy bar. We are reading it from the factory there. And we are not tweaking it at all there. So the GUI is okay. Don't have anything to be cared about that later there. So set factory power is okay. Network message we had that, but here we have an issue. Well, um, what if we don't accept it only on server? So what if we comment these two lines? And that was not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. And when I'm registering it, site dot both, do we have it? Site dot server client? No, only? You kidding me? You kidding me? Okay, so we need to send it on server only. And how the hell should I tell the RF factory to update itself? Let me see. I'm not sure if this helped at all. So Control X. Moving it back to the position, and of course at the end. Let's play. I should see the same result. This is, after all, on the same things. Come on. And yeah, that didn't change anything, although you see the jumps in energy, but meh. So Control X, go back inside here. That would help. Control V, and there. Control S. We don't have anything to do with you. We don't have anything to do with you. And well, here in update entity, we are sending that, and that shouldn't be changed, but something is wrong in our receive energy. If this is on switch, then we receive energy with simulate, of course. Let me pause the video. Okay guys, I feel like a dumb guy. When we are setting factory power, when we send the message to the factory, we forgot something. We want the get word object that mark block for update. And we send in the X, Y, and Z, and that does the trick, okay? So in the factory, nothing has changed. in our sending and getting factory energy is nothing changed. Remember, when we are setting the factory, we are marking it as dirty. And what did I do? Okay, nothing. Yeah, nice background. Let's run it. And remember, here I set 80. I will turn it back to 5 in next run, just because you will see the result. Okay, so first, let's put down a factory. Now, this guy is turned off and we have 0 energy. Let's turn it on and take a look. Voila, we are getting energy. But as you can see, it's getting on top very fast. I don't like it. So that was why I used 5. So we are losing 1 RF per tick. We are giving it 5 RF per tick. And well, let's take a look. If I break this line, we should start losing energy. Okay, but that's slow if you look. I don't like it. It will take time. So I'll put another one and let's take a look at how fast it rises now. We are getting energy, but as you can see, it's slower this time. Okay? Yeah. So it needs a bit time to get up until 1200 energy, 12,000 energy, sorry. And we have it now. The reason you see jump, because it's going pixel by pixel and there is no way around it. Okay, so we hooked to RF energy now. And if I turn it off, you see that we are not losing energy. Even if I break this guy, we are not losing energy. If I turn it on, we are, why are you doing this 2 times? Well, we are losing energy, but honestly, what is wrong here? Why am I seeing it wobbly? Well, let's take a look on our factory GUI. We are getting factory get on switch in our mouse clicked. If we comment this line and play it, we should have the problem now. Although, no, we shouldn't, because we are reading it from factory now. So, one more try. And off, there we go. Oh, it's still there. But at least we solved some part of it. Now what is your problem now? Factory that send message, factory that set on switch to not factory set on switch. Okay, let's comment this line again. Factory on off toggle, do we mark it to update? No, so we should have the same problem. But at least now I'm depending on one thing. Let me see. Off, on, there we go. It's working now properly. And if I save, if I run back, it's on. If I put my stuff here, we should get energy. Yeah, it's working. If I turn it off, we should stop. Everything's working, okay? So, one minor tweak to our code, because why, you may ask why that happened. Well, it's because our factory is reading and writing to NBT when we are getting a description packet and on getting the packet. So the GUI itself doesn't need to handle the client side anymore, because reading and writing from NBT is handling that stuff. And by that, we are done, with the RF energy. And I think in next episode, I will start working on our model for TE Factory, because honestly, I want to finish the RF stuff before going to other stuff, because I like to, close this guy and say, hey, we are done with it. But we are not done with it yet, because of course we are handling the RF energy properly, but I want another method here, by the way, that is not called get, and that is modify or adjust RF energy to the amount. Okay, and we say set, not before, instead of set, we say dot modify energy storage with the amount we want. And if the amount is positive, then we get positive. If it's negative, we get negative. And for the consistency, I will change it to amount 2. Okay. Of course, this is not being called yet, but will be called later. So, considering the RF energy itself, we are done, sir. Okay. We are done. But there will be another method at the end of here, and let's take a look at my notes. What did I call that? It's a public void set receive site. Okay, and we accept an int called meta for metadata. We are not doing anything with it yet, but after we got our model ready so that we can take a look at, if you remember, we have a to-do list, I think. No, not here. Where was that? Where was that? That we have it. In items, I think. No, in the block itself. Sorry, in the block itself. Yeah, first we want to change to custom models, and we have one more thing. Hey, we want to rotate the factory. So for noticing the rotation, because I have a custom model, I need to work differently. So in next episode, I will come back. That would be a Maya tutorial, a very brief Maya tutorial. We will speak about what we need to consider in Maya, and when we are exporting our OBJ file, then we will take a look how to handle the custom models inside the Minecraft. Until next episode, have fun everybody. Bye-bye.